Audio test, audio test. Okay. Hello everyone. The stream is just starting, so please bear with me. If my audio is correct, please let me know. If my music is not too loud or too soft, please let me know. And we're gonna have a nice stream. Okay. Oh, looks like my resolution is incorrect, but I believe I cannot change it without completely stopping the entire stream, which I don't really want to do right now. Let me just check. Would I maybe be able to just change it? Hello. Can you guys let me know if my screen looks normal, because I just changed its resolution from 4K to 3.5, and I've never actually done that before. Just want to make sure that before I start, everything is correct. And let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Okay, so music a bit hard. Let me just... How's the music now? Or now? Yeah, just let me know. It's the start of the stream, so instead of me not noticing, I'd rather just have all of the problems sorted out right now. Okay, awesome. Welcome to the Black Friday stream. And no, it's not a tutorial on how to build a city. We are currently building a city for Fast Track, for Scans Matter, our outsourcing brand. And this is just like a Google Earth blockout on the city. But what I will be doing in this stream is we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna go ahead and I will make some buildings, specifically this one over here. And if you guys have any questions, then please let me know. We will not do the Q&A today because I want to wait until like tomorrow. We might have some people join in for the Q&A, some cool people. So for now, it's just gonna be a relaxing warm-up, and we'll take it from there. It's a nice relaxing day. Lo-fi music. I have my cat laying next to me, so perfect day for a live stream. Anyway, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna get started with my own stuff. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. You guys probably have noticed Black Friday, everything is 50% off. So please feel free to have a look around. If you want to have a tutorial, this is your chance, because we almost never, well, actually we only once a year give 50% off, and that's during Black Friday. So yeah. How do you know the name of my cat? And he's good. But I can't remember ever saying the name. The next course that will be released will be creating art tools using Blender geometry nodes and actually using them inside of Unreal Engine. So that's gonna be fun. Thanks, Daniel, and welcome. Yes, this live stream will be just like on this channel. We won't be doing super special stuff, but yeah. I need this one. So like I already made the block out. I'm currently just gonna go ahead and I'm going to like here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to like make the actual detailed bits a little bit more. So that will be my stuff. PCG course. Yes, we are planning on doing it. When the systems are a little bit more fleshed out, but unfortunately we don't have the skills for it, so we need to actually hire someone, which is quite difficult because tech artists are often very, very busy. So it's really hard to get someone that also has experience recording tutorials on top of everything else. Okay, looks like a little trim. Oh, hey Paul. Thank you. Yes. First time I did a sci-fi course, so I hope you guys like it. I learned some cool stuff along the way myself too. So, but I also noticed that sci-fi, it takes so long to create like good sci-fi. So definitely this course, like it's quite long, but I could have pushed it even further, but then it would have just become too much. And I did not want that. Let's see. Oh, you're almost done with the Japanese environment course. Nice. That's a big one. Really cool. Cam, which area of the sci-fi environment creation took the most time? That will be model creation. It's just so much modeling in sci-fi, so that just takes a lot of time. And yes, there's another course dropping, and it will be creating art tools using Blender geometry nodes and actually using them inside of Unreal also. PC. What it means? Well, wait, sorry, what are we talking about? So, because I forgot all these small little acronyms. Are we talking about the new procedural tools inside of Unreal Engine? You know, the ones with the city, with the whole forest demo, where like they just drag and drop an entire forest and stuff like that. Or am I thinking about, was that PCC? I kind of forgot, to be honest. So I'm just trying to figure out what thickness I should go for. Yeah, that's a good thickness. Thickness is always annoying now that we have lumen, because technically lumen has to be 25 centimeters thick for it to not bleed if you have interiors. Or sorry, if you don't have interiors, but if you just close off everything, it should theoretically work, even though... Procedure generation system. I should have kind of thought of that myself. Wow, a lot of messages. Honestly, I should have known that. Procedural content generation. But you can't know everything. I'm gonna make these a little bit higher. Okay, looks like they can like go in. Then we have like the rubbers, and then it will go over to glass. Do I need sides? Yeah, probably best if I keep the sides later on. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove them. Of course, you can share the result if you follow a course. It's your stuff to create. None of my courses have any copyright. Of course, the course itself has copyright, so you're not like allowed to share the course with other people. But the actual artwork, I always make sure that there is like that everyone is free to just make it however they want. Hey Stella. Yeah, doing live streams, it's really difficult with my time schedule. Because I already work like around 10 hours per day, 7 days a week. So to then also justify needing to do a live stream on top, it's just a bit difficult. Unfortunately. So, any of you guys end up buying a new course? Because I can see a lot of people in here who are quite dedicated followers. So they probably already have most of the courses. But I hope there's still some cool stuff in there for everyone. Working with buildings is always annoying because the shapes are so long, but you often need to work with such small shapes that it just becomes difficult to navigate. But definitely 3S Max is the way to go for buildings specifically, I find. I feel like I probably don't need a site anymore. Nah. If I need a site, I will just go ahead and I will add it later on. But this is too detailed for me to add sites to everything. Now the question with this is our windows. Like I have a lot of space left. Oh, because they use double window. So if I just make that like metal in the center, that's still quite a lot of space. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a little bit thinner. Let's just see. Let's go ahead and just throw on a quick symmetry. So let's see. Glass plane 1, air, glass plane 2. Yeah, something like that looks like a good thickness. What will be there in the GeoNodes course? I will show you guys a quick preview. Give me a second of the course, and it will release on Thursday, which means that it will still be 50% off. 1 second. By now I made so many courses it's hard to navigate in my folders. Okay, yes. So, in the next course that will release on Thursday, you will learn how to use geometry nodes to create building generators, road generators, how to work with splines. There was something else that I forgot. I forgot. I didn't make the course myself. Kobus did it, which is one of my employees. Oh yeah, and also trash scattering and stuff like that. So just some really cool tools. And as a bonus, we also show you how to bring those tools inside of Unreal and build a little scene like you can see over here. With like the little city and stuff like that. So, but of course the focus is on creating the tools, not so much on building the city. Yeah, Harsh, you can take credit. Of course, it's always nice if you mention us. But if you make an environment, even if it's based on our tutorial, of course, like, you are the one that made it. And for the rest, it's just up to you if you like want to give some credit, or if you are like, nah, I want to keep my portfolio a little bit more clean and just not mention anything. That's totally fine. I'm not so stuck up on that. I'm going to change this a bit different, because else I would need to change every single modular piece. So let's just go ahead and move it the other way around. There we go. Okay, so yeah, double window. Metal would be in between. Yeah, I think that should be. The reason I'm so focused on this one piece is because I'm going to reuse, of course, this piece everywhere. Like, it's gonna be on the sides, on the top, it's just gonna be everywhere. So whenever you make like a frames, just make one frame and make it really, really well, and then just use it everywhere. And that's like kind of how you can focus on that. The only thing is I need to focus also on like how to overlap it in the front and stuff like that, but that will come in a bit. So we have this one. I'm gonna go in and I'm going to let's see, let's give this one a little bevel. Long live nanite, that we can actually do this on even small stuff like frames. Then I'm gonna give it another tiny chamfer here, just to smooth things out. These things are fine. This one, let's go ahead and select everything. One smoothing group. I don't know why I'm explaining this. It's not like it's that important. It's just force of habit, I guess. There we go. And we have our first frame ready to go. What I will do is I'm just going to go ahead and going to move this frame over here. Back up. There we go. Okay, let's have another look at chat. I have my eyes on the Viking environment one. Now I have a PC capable of Unreal. Oh, nice. I don't. Do you mean like the quick environment or like the medieval one? Anyway, they're all good. Although I'm a bit biased in saying that. Yeah. And also, something for the people that don't follow my Discord. By the way, highly recommend following Discord. I started doing this thing where basically if you leave a commented review, you will get 10% off per review. If you leave 5 reviews, you get 50% off. It might not mean much during Black Friday, but outside of it, it helps us, like, of course, be honest with the reviews. I'm not asking you to leave a 5-star review because that would be illegal. But yeah, if you are honest with your review, even if it's not the best one, of course, if it's a really bad review, please contact us and we will figure out how to improve it. But for the rest, you can leave a review, get a nice discount, stuff like that. 1 second, because I sometimes need to reply to other people also while live streaming. So yeah, sorry if sometimes it's just like a blank screen. I know it's a little bit boring. Oh yeah, the quick environment one. Yeah, that one was pretty nice. It does require some external tools, unfortunately, but for the rest, I personally also quite like that one. Okay, so we got some frames here. You guys bought anything interesting for Black Friday? Not just tutorials, but like, is there anything else on the marketplace that is worth getting? I'll probably make it like this high. Ah, it works pretty well. Nice. Now I just need to figure out like the best way to connect it in the corners. They are just overlapping them here. But do I want to overlap it like that? Because that might not always work really well for me specifically. Yeah, it does kind of look like they're overlapping. So let's just also do that. Just gonna hide this one for now. Of course, like, you need to find a balance between flexibility and usability. And in this case, I am going to just accept a little bit of clipping in here. That's not really a problem. The only thing that I do want to do is I want to just make sure that, like, there's a little bit of overlapping to kind of give it the impression like it's not just like a basic clipping. Let's see. This is the inside. Yeah, I can just well do it also on the inside. Just in case people see the inside, and I can always optimize it later on. Oh no, wait, people will see the inside because I'm going to make actual interiors for this. Okay. Yeah, I can live with that. Can I live with that? Yeah, I can. Because even here, it's like quite difficult to see. Sure, like they, of course, they put like kit in it, but it's a bit different. Konnichiwa, Tatsusaku. Tatsusaku. Anatawa, Anaiwa. Nah, shit, I can't do it. I used to know a bit of Japanese. I cannot read what you're saying, but Anata na namae wa Emil des. Watashi wa namae wa? Yeah, a little bit of Japanese. But it's I'm nervous trying to do it on a live stream, so. But I know like random words like konbanwa or itetakimasu, konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu, genki desu ka? Sorry, I'll stop. Now I'm going to Japan late next year, so we'll also have a lot of reference and a lot of like cool photogrammetry and stuff like that from it. So I'm looking. Oh yeah, and I like anime that also. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to going there. I've never actually been outside of Europe, so it's quite a busy flight. And I have claustrophobia, so it's not the nicest thing to go into like an airplane for like I don't know. For me, it's like 12 hours flying, I think. So it's quite a bit. But nah, I love Japanese culture and food and also anime. Though I do like to think that the guy comes here speaking Japanese and he probably does not expect me to actually try speaking Japanese back. Oh, that's kind of funny. But I always love seeing all the different countries that you guys come from, and but you're all still following my tutorials. Hopefully one day AI gets good enough where we can basically just have like subtitles live for like my tutorials, no matter what language you have. Like that there's just like some kind of video player that just has it, and you can just like instantly generate subtitles. That would be really nice, in my mind. Oof, I have no idea how... oh, there we go, that's why. Because yeah, for now generating subtitles, people often ask me, oh, can you add this language? But it actually, like, generating one language, it takes me like 2 hours or something like that. So it's just something that I can really only focus on the languages that are the most common. I'm having a bit of trouble figuring out the thickness for this. Just because it's really difficult to see with gray on gray. And I don't want to make it too thick. But this is going to be like the thickness that I will be using everywhere. So I just want to be so absolutely sure that it's correct. Here, see? I don't like that. That's really thin. But if I do this, then the frames become really thick. Can I maybe push these ones in a little bit? Okay, so that looks a bit better. I don't know if it matters that the center beam is basically thinner than a top beam. But then again, this... wait, I'm adding this trim. I should not add this trim on the bottom. Ah, that's a shitty mistake. So logically speaking, it should actually be like this. It should not have all those additional trims, because that trim is there to basically connect it to the ground. So that is more... yeah, that's more logical. Don't know if at the top... yeah, even at the top you would not need a trim like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to focus on removing those first. It's been a while since I made buildings. I actually used to make buildings for like 6 months or something on The Division. But I've lost my touch. That's interesting. Why are you... Oh, because I can just delete that. Okay, fair enough. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to... Let's see, select this. Push in and to the center. Yeah, that should still work, and then it will just kind of continue on. Yes, this will be available when the live stream is over. I thought doing the live stream now that... Well, we got a couple of viewers. But normally around this time America wakes up. And then we often have like a few more. Let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and push this in. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Like I said, I've already had a long day of work today, so I might be a bit slow with modeling and stuff. Not that I'm doing this for speed or anything like that. Okay, that should work. Just bought the sci-fi environment course. I'm pretty familiar with Max and kind of with ZBrush and Substance Painter, but it was texturing large-scale elements. Oh, nice. I hope you like it. And of course, like the modeling in the sci-fi course, although it takes really long, it's actually quite basic. So you can easily do it in Blender or Maya if you are just familiar with those softwares. It's more like, yes, basically creating really, really large-scale assets. Like the sci-fi course is massive compared to everything else. I don't know if I can still open it. Just to give you like a sense of like the actual scale. Sci-fi, where are you? Oh god. That's migraine. No, I'm not sure. I think it's not here anymore. Oh yeah, wait, here, launch facility. I'll see if I can load it up. Just to show you. Okay, so those are done. Those are done. That one will continue on there, which means that I just need to go in here and paste this like halfway here. I guess with these pieces it makes sense if we actually just like continue them on. But with that logic, we can probably continue them on all the way to the top. Yeah, like I don't think I would actually make like... I might make some separation lines later on, because you wouldn't normally have such a long beam. But definitely. Do we talk about the design of building in the course? If you talk about the sci-fi course, yes, I'm talking about also the design. We are actually using AI to like generate some inspiration, because sci-fi is one of those things where it's really difficult to find any reference, and I am nowhere near creative enough to think of stuff myself. But yeah, we definitely talk about that. Can you give a challenge which you feel would be difficult in Blender? Well, my challenges in Blender are very different. It's like large-scale scene organization, like having scenes with like a large amount of models that have to be highly specific in terms of scaling and snapping and stuff, or of course UV unwrapping. But yeah, so it just depends. Also, vertex painting is an absolute pain inside of Blender. But many people that know me know my stance on Blender. Even to the point that now, basically any Blender tutorial will no longer be made by me, because it's just not really worth it for me. but I will have Cobus, who, for the people who don't know, he works with me. He will make Blender tutorials, because he's really good at Blender. He made many of the assets that you can see in the airports and all that kind of stuff. This one can also... It almost feels too easy to just continue this all on to the top. But I guess that's totally fine. Cobus, welcome. I was just talking about you. So, what's the saying? Speak of the devil? Or something. Why would you miss my Blender tutorials? I'm not very good in Blender. I just happen to know the logic, but it doesn't make me very good in Blender, so I should not really be the one teaching it. Only times I teach Blender tutorials is when Blender is not like the actual focus so much of the tutorial. Because sure, I can use Blender if I really want to, but I don't know like all the really small nitpicky details. I know. It all depends. I find 3S Max more efficient. As someone who knows how to use Blender, Maya and Max at a level of quality where you can at least use it for AAA production, for me it's 3S Max, then Maya and then Blender. But everyone is biased, because even if you start as Blender, you are familiar with Blender. If you start as Max, like I started in Blender, but I quite quickly moved to Maya and then I moved to Max. And then I used Max for a couple of years, so of course right now I'm really comfortable in using 3S Max compared to other stuff. Let's see, at the top there is a... Yeah, at the top there's a trim. I mean, at this point, the tutorials are so cheap, at least I find them so cheap, that you can just as well buy more. And I'm totally not saying that because I have a biased opinion in you buying my tutorials. Let's get rid of the block out, and then all that is left is a nice frame. Look, Cobus, I end up like actually adding like the rubbers inside of the frames. So I kind of wanted to have us do that everywhere. And then we'll have like this metallic... Oh, I can see it here. But for the ground floors, we're gonna have like this metallic stuff over here. So we'll just have like a tiny trim sheet texture for that. Just to like push it a little bit more. I think that will look cool. So if you need any frames for the doors, you can just let me know and I will send it to you. Not that he's working right now, because it's way past work time. Yeah. Okay, so this is a window frame. We've done this stuff. Now I just need to separate out the windows, because we will have a top floor that will not be see-through and a bottom floor that will be see-through, and then another piece in between. So let's just go ahead and start with the first stuff and then take it from there. Hey, I'm missing something here. Where are my little rubber things? That's better. Oh god, I also missed them over here. Am I missing them? No, here they are. So did I just make a mistake on this one? Or did I make a mistake on like multiple? Oh, also on the top. That is great. Let's just go ahead and rotate this around. Another quick tip: if you can rotate, just rotate. Don't use symmetry, because symmetry so often flips around your faces, and then you forget about it. So it's often easier to just rotate if you can. It's like the Doom pipeline with a lot of decals. Yeah, pretty much. For like... Okay, Lucas. Well, I still know what you're talking about. But yeah, so... with really large environments, you kind of just... Here, see? Oh. What's wrong? Why can I not move? What the hell is going on here? Is my... Oh, there we go. Here, see how many decals? So that's basically the goal for this. Like, it's because it's such a large environment. Of course, this environment right now, it has all of the mountain and stuff removed because of copyright. But here, if we look at this, you can see the difference. Like, this entire environment, which is our new sci-fi tutorial course, it only uses one single metal texture. So most of this stuff comes from decals. If I go ahead and just like select every single decal and turn it off, you can see the difference between with decals and well, okay, I should also get rid of these because these are technically also decals. Here, so like this is without decals, and then this is with decals. So without, with. So decals make a really big difference. Of course, you can also use other techniques with masks and shaders, and we use some of those. But for this specific environment, it's all about decals, pretty much. And of course, like being able to only, when you make fewer textures, it's highly optimized. And on top of that, you also have the goal that that of course you need to do less work because you only need to make one texture. Yes, the orange stripe is also a decal. I just... Here. I just forgot about it. Because I did not really prepare this to like show you guys how to turn it on and off and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. All that stuff is working. Let's go in and place my window. Now this window is just a placeholder because Unreal does not really understand thickness in transparent materials. But since I don't know yet what I'm going to, or how I'm going to make my shader behave, it's nice if I just make it thick for now. Oh. One more. So yeah, I would say like for really large assets like buildings, like I'm creating right now, I do really recommend that you, like the modeling is really simple. It's really basic modeling. So just take your time to really make it accurate. Like just snap everything, just make it nice. I say snap everything. Of course, I don't need to, for example, snap this kind of stuff, but just in general, try to like make it really precise if you are not going to spend that much time on modeling anyway. Here we go, see? So now we have these pieces. And then what you can do is you can give them like different materials and stuff like that. Of course, I don't have any materials yet. I need to create them. Although I probably have a few, but... Let's see. Center trim. There we go. Couple materials. What would... Sorry, I was drinking something. What would be the best solution performance-wise for games using a lot of decals or masks and different materials? Decals are starting to get a lot more cheaper to use, especially in Unreal. They used to be really expensive. But of course, if you can use anything that's not transparent, it's always cheaper. It's more about like what you need and the flexibility for it. Decals you need to manually place, so for small scenes it's fine. But if you have like really large scenes and you don't want to go around and place a lot of stuff, then it might be better to try and do stuff inside of the shader. Unreal Engine 5 Lumen, it's already handling plane as internal walls or still leaking out. It depends. Lumen still needs to be, solid walls need to be 25 centimeters thick. However, for these kind of walls that we are going to have here, I will actually have interiors in the ground floors. The top floors will be fake. The center floor, so it will basically be like this. Here. Bottom floors will actually have like restaurants and stuff. Then it will have a fake glass floor. And then it will have a top floor with like fake interiors. So even I still need to like kind of figure out like about the thicknesses and what I can do. But worst case, I basically just like place a massive cube behind it that's like really thick to kind of block any light, just in case. Emil, did you try 3D code for sculpting, baking? No, I did not. I can remember when I was a student, I once tried it. But I like to use Maya for Retopo because it's really straightforward. And for the rest, sculpting, I just use ZBrush. Although I do very limited sculpting already. Yeah, I will later on probably optimize it. So those rubber, I will probably combine that with like the metal, but for now, just gonna make it some separate materials because I don't have any materials yet. There we go. And now I just need to find my tools. Oh, tree is max froze. Do you guys plan on creating an environment tutorial but stylized? Yes, we are planning. We even gave it a try, but the guy that we hired, let's just say he didn't really do a good job and kind of screwed us over. So unfortunately we had to completely throw away that course, and it's really, really difficult to find a good stylized artist to create a course, so it's just about that. We are not able to find the right person to actually create it, and I myself am not a stylized artist, so I wouldn't feel comfortable teaching it. Ah, it's back. Okay. Yeah, but unfortunately these things sometimes happen when you are in this industry. It was my mistake that I already paid before double checking the work. So you learn from it. Okay. There's still a block out left. There you are. Go away. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, cool. Do I happen to already have some materials in here? Looks like I don't, but I do want some of those. Let's see. Well, I guess I need to clean it up later on anyway. I need to open up the airport because I'm gonna steal some materials from there. Because if it ain't broke, don't make it again. So I'm just gonna steal some there. For the rest, let's open this up. Oh, this is translucent. Wait, Unreal Engine 5.3 can handle translucent materials on nanite, right? Yeah, I can remember if you preserve... No, wait, because else it would work. Oh god, that's gonna be a pain. How am I gonna figure that one out? Okay, let's just... Yeah, that's a good question, Emil. How are you going to handle these translucent materials? I guess blueprints would be the only way to do this. Because I need to use them in actual, like, tool for building, so... Yes, I would probably place them as a blueprint, but that would be quite annoying. Huh. Well, that's something for me to figure out. For now, what I can do is I can just go ahead and I can, like, apply a default gray material. Yay, airport. Hello. Been a while. Let's see, materials. Yeah, I'm just gonna steal all of this stuff. Do I have any modular asset creation cores? I have a lot of modular asset creation cores. Let's check. So, if you want to learn modular design, creating sci-fi environments is one. Japanese environment is one. Complete introduction to environment art uses modular design. Creating medieval town uses modular design. Interior environment uses modular design. Let's see. Large environment tutorial and the fill environment tutorial also use modular design. And the post-apocalyptic one. So, modular is like one of the most important things to use inside of environment art. So definitely like have a look around. Do you... Oh. To do inner corners on walls, how do you avoid the Z fighting? The only way that I can think of is creating corner mesh. Yes, I always create corner meshes. And I'm not 100% sure what you mean, but even here, see? We just have like corner meshes. And then over here there is no Z fighting because you have... it's sticking in so fast that you can barely see it. Oh no, Chris, not a stupid question. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so like the thing is, Cobus, with the glass shader, like Cobus and I, we already looked at the Matrix demo, and the Matrix demo of Unreal, basically everything is fake. All the glass that you see, it's just completely fake. And that is the problem. But we are going to have real glass because we want to have actual environments. Because we figured that if you have like a nice sunlight, like you can see over here, and you have fake interiors, you will never be able to capture like accurate lighting. That is fine for higher up where you are not really close. Like here it's fine. But for like the lower floors, it would just be nice to have actual sunlight and stuff shining in. Ah, nice, Res. Yes. I hope that this will be a really good Black Friday. It was a tough year, I think, for everyone with recession and stuff like that. So let's hope we can all get like a nice boost. Wait, I was migrating stuff and I just never finished it. There we go. No, don't need to. We already have a couple of interior environments name, which is an ironic well, name. Yeah, we already have a couple interior environments. Here, literally interior environments for games. So that's one is an interior. And oh, I guess that's the only one. Huh. I can't remember I had more. I guess for Scans Matter we make a lot of interior environments. That's why we're now making an exterior city. Yeah, the complete introduction to environment art. I spent a lot of time on that one. Like, you can even choose which program you want to use. Blender, Max, Maya, doesn't matter. Literally I replicated the entire tutorial in every single program. So like, that's a really good start for like the basics on everything you need to know for environment art. Yeah, I guess we can maybe like for YouTube do like some type of like overview tutorial. That would be okay. But let's first we are going to focus on our own environment, and we'll take it from there. What is this one? Rubber? Oh no, the metal. One sec, my cat is being annoying. Ah, he's destroying my leather chair. Sorry guys, a bit distracted. Thanks to my cat. Because he's annoying my other cat. My other cat is 18 years old, so it's not like he can fight back. Yeah, I want to organize this. New folder. Whoa, that's a lot of messages when I look back. How can a person become a senior environment artist? Experience. You just need to spend time working on actual projects, gaining experience, and then they will promote you to senior by the time you have enough. Hey, will you ever create a landscape and terrain environment tutorial? Yes, another one that's on our list, but once again, it's really difficult to find the right artist to teach that stuff. And especially in a recession year, we don't just have the money laying around to actually hire someone, even if we got someone, unfortunately. Any alternative source to buy from a Russian bank card? I know, like, you can try our website, fasttracktutorials.com. We have a few payment methods. Maybe what you can try, but especially during the war, it's a little bit difficult. You can try to sign up for Wise. I don't know, they in the beginning of the war they blocked Russian cards, but you need to have a check for it. Isn't there an art station in Russia? Res, it has to do with like the payment providers. The payment providers are currently not accepting anything for Russia because of sanctions and stuff like that. trying to like create better naming. This is rubber. Do we have rubber in here? This one is rubber. That's always handy when you already created a really large project that you often have like materials still. What is this? This is going to be interior window, for which I don't have anything yet, so I'm just gonna give it a gray. And this is gonna be fake window, and I do have that one. Fake window. For now at least. Looks like fake window is just like just gonna make a quick edit, but it will probably I will need to remake this entire thing. For realistic textures, it's not something I can easily explain, but have a look at this one, the Ultimate Environmental Texture Creation course, because it starts from very basic textures and goes all the way to like very advanced textures. So that's where you can learn how to get more advanced. Basically, the main goal whenever you create materials or even models is start with the large details and then work your way down to like the smaller details. And don't skip on small details and stuff like that. I really need to add like a really wavy texture, but that's something I will do myself later on. Okay. Well, we got some frames. Yeah. I want to change the rubber to be like really dark. Yeah, Megascan, I don't know. I don't personally... I find it very often that I use Megascan materials and they actually end up not being super useful. Like, they're not being that as good as I would have expected it. One second. Oh god. That's what you get when you live stream. I have so many emails and stuff like that. But I'll focus on that later. I don't know, how long has this live stream even been going? Really? It doesn't say? Oh, 1 hour. Yeah, so what I will do is I will probably go ahead and I will create this corner and then I will answer any more questions and then I'm gonna head out because I'm starting to get a bit tired anyway. Ground floor corner. Do environment artists need to learn how to make materials? You need to, as an environment artist, it's really beneficial if you know how to make materials, because they're part of it. For big companies, you probably won't be making materials, but it's good if you know at least the basics. And substance designer, it might look scary at first, but it really isn't that scary when you just sit down and just have a close look at it. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Oh, that's annoying. Now that I changed my... how you say it? I changed my format, so now I have a little bit of problems trying to just snap it all together. To get it working well. But we'll figure that out. Start with just a simple... There we go, simple snapping. What fueled your love for 3D Emil? I tried to become a programmer for games, and the bugs were killing me, so I became an artist. Nah, I don't know. I just really enjoy it. Even though I'm not super creative, like I'm an artist that just remakes stuff that already exists. I just really liked it, and I guess I got motivation being quite good at it at a young age. And now my motivations, I don't know. It's just cool stuff. Of course, money is also a good motivation, I guess. But if that's your only motivation, don't become an artist. Because it's definitely not the right job for that. And yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit too tired right now to like go really in depth into it, to be honest. If I ask you to design an environment of a game, is that a problem for you? Well, asking me. And it wouldn't be a problem to me because that's literally what my company does, but I know. Can you advise good course for texturing Substance Painter? I have the perfect course for texturing Substance Painter. It is called Realistic Prop Texturing in Substance Painter. So just have a look at this one. That one should have everything you need. Okay, let's just hope that snapping is done. Wow, the tiredness is really hitting me hard all of a sudden. Don't know why. But we'll wrap it. I will wrap this up soon. I just really wanted to finish this stuff. Are you snapping? You are not. Where did I make a mistake? You are snapping fine here. Interesting. You are on the edge there, and you are on the edge here. So logically speaking, it should snap totally fine. If I grab one of these pieces, duplicate it, and throw in a corner, Okay, that's fine. If I then rotate this 90. And in another corner. That's interesting. Not sure why it would do something like that, but okay. I guess we can make a tiny edit to this if we are very careful. Which modeling and texture programs would you recommend for environment artists who want to create truly realistic spaces? It's honestly, for modeling, it just depends what you're comfortable with. Can be Blender, Max, or Maya. For texturing, I highly recommend the Substance Suite, because there isn't really anything equivalent out there for real-time texturing. Okay, that seems to fix that. Still need to create like a corner piece, but... Oh, wrong one. I wonder, I actually never tried if I can literally just open this one up, right click. Ah, that's too bad. Maybe material slots. Huh. Never knew that would work. Okay, I found a new trick. I will make a YouTube short for it, where you can just like go to one model, right click on material slots and copy and then paste it, and it will assign it correctly. I did not know that. Rubber, metal. So what am I missing? I'm missing the inside over here, but that's something that can come later. Ah, I see. The weighted normals are not working because I forgot that it of course needs a bevel. And sadly it needs a bevel like everywhere, so but I can just do this. There we go, quick selecting. Give it a quick chamfer. Do I have reference of corners? I do. Yeah, okay, so they're not... Well, of course, that's a really specific reference, but... Young. I started 3D art when I was 16, 15, 16 or something. And I got into the AAA game industry when I was 18. Well, let's say 19, because it was like the first month of my birthday. So when I was 19, I started my job at Playground Games because I hated school and it wasn't really my thing. So, yeah. Are you thinking about making a course on how to get a job in the environment career without having good networking? I cannot really make a course on that because it literally depends on so many factors, and it mostly depends on companies and the general industry. So it would not be my place to make a course on that, unfortunately. I want to learn Maya. I already know Blender. In which case would you recommend me to use Maya, and in which case is Blender? Use one. Don't start switching back and forth. Like, you can do everything in both programs pretty much. So just or use Maya or use Blender. Of course, I'm someone that uses everything, but that's just because it's specific to my job. But for normal artists, you only really need one software to know. Oh, that's why. Okay. Now, last thing I need is a connection, and it looks like the connections are actually really basic, which is handy for me. Although I need... Where are you? I need glass there. So I would still need to make a special connection in my case. Yeah. Interesting. I am going to see if I can do something like this. Symmetry. This is one of the most powerful tools in 3ds Max, where you can just do symmetries like this. So easy. And it will all merge together really nicely and stuff like that. Yeah, that should work. Need to assign everything to my dummy and export. Yeah, although to be fair, 3ds Max also has instant pivot manipulation, where you can just very quickly and easily change everything. So I personally actually prefer Max for that. But again, biased. It's like when you say, do you prefer PlayStation or Xbox? Everyone has their own preference. Okay. Yeah, that corner works. Nice. Might not seem like a lot of work to you guys, but the goal for this is that these frames and everything we can reuse on like every building we make, and we are planning to make like 10 buildings. So this is the first building, so it's really important to get like all of the nice details in here. So spending an hour on this is totally fine. But okay, that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it for now. I still have some other stuff to do. Is there any last questions before I leave? And I hope you guys liked it, and I hope that you also are enjoying the Black Friday stream. Just to keep, because many people are here for tutorials, so I just wanted to remind you guys that we also create environments. I know much less people will probably need environments specifically, but in case you want to have a look, like we make some really cool stuff under the name Scans Matter over here. Everything is 70% off. So even if you want to learn from, like, you can learn also from our environments, if it's worth the money for you, of course, on how like we constructed everything. Like, these are production ready environments. This is not like a tutorial where you have to rush things. This is where everything's like set up in the absolute best maximum settings and everything like that. So we got some cool stuff here, with our latest release being a warehouse. Well, Rat, I see it more often where older people are breaking into the industry. So as long as you have the passion and you are willing to like work really hard, it's just about quality. Age doesn't matter. Like I said, I got into the industry quite younger than most people, but there are also people that get into the industry way older. As long as you just like deliver quality work and you are passionate about the job, then often, and of course it kind of depends where you live and that kind of stuff, but then often age isn't really a difference or doesn't really matter anymore. The only tricky thing would probably be that with your age, of course, if you're 40, you could argue that you, for example, have a family to support and all that kind of stuff. But when you start out as a junior, and of course, juniors don't make as much money as of course what you might need at the age of 40. So that's something to just keep in mind. Have you ever worked for a game company? Yeah, I worked for Playground Games and I worked for Ubisoft. And name I recommend. So I will share this for you guys. For 1 second, Google Forms. Because there will be a Q&A. I will probably have it tomorrow. So name, if you have any questions, you can add it there. Give me just a second to like copy. There we go. I will just like paste it into the chat. Because that is a question that I cannot answer when I'm tired. Of all the environment art tutorials, which one is the best bang of a buck? All of them are the best. Now, I would say complete introduction to environment art, which is only $15 right now, and it will literally teach you everything from like the basics of environment art, creating materials, models, high to low poly, modular design, foliage, everything. So that one is a really good bang of your buck. And then on top of that, I would go for like, once you've done that, go for like some of the more larger courses, like the Japanese environment, sci-fi environment, like full environment or large environment. And then if you really want to go in depth, then you would want to go in more specialized stuff, like creating decals, specific about lighting, specific about like prop creation, that kind of stuff. That's often the flow that I recommend to people. Like start with the basics, then go for something large, and then go for like more specialized. And name, I sent you a link in this chat. It's under Fast Tag Tutorials. And name, we also have a Discord. You can find it in the description of this chat. Just in case you're interested. Emil, can you share the Discord views? It is in the description, but just for you guys, I will also share it. Why is it not working? Is this working? Yeah, there you go. There's the Discord. We have a nice little community. Well, nice little community. I would say we already have more than 2,000 members. So definitely a nice place to just hang out and stuff like that. And if you have any questions, you can also go there. Of course, something you guys need to keep in mind is that I'm extremely busy, so I might not always reply. I will almost see every message. I just might not have the time to reply. So if you keep your messages short and I can reply you like within a few sentences, then it would be good. And for the guy saying use CG peers, that will get you banned, saying stuff like that here. So I'll let it slide for now. But don't pirate my courses if you want us to keep making courses. It's that easy. Especially now during 50% off. It's only like I get for people where a couple dollars is a lot of money, then okay, sure. Fine, I get it. But if you can afford it, definitely don't pirate. And don't mention it here. Okay, guys. Any last questions? And else I will head off. And I'm gonna go ahead and relax for the rest of the day. And yeah, just keep an eye out tomorrow for an announcement for the next live stream. It will probably happen also near the evening or whatever time it is for you guys. So, thanks everyone. And I will see you guys in the next live stream. See y'all. Bye.